the good thing and the bad thing about this is, well, most people I think would see it as a bad thing, because I think the mistake that most people make when they start, whether a new skill or a new habit or whatever, they are under the impression that they have to be the one to do everything. So the mistake most people make is doing anything and everything in between. But when you have clarity and you're only focused on one thing, and your entire day is structured on that one thing, and you're no longer doing everything, the good news is, and I think it's good news regardless, is now your obstacle is like, all right, well, if I'm only closing deals, if I'm only focused on how to negotiate, then I no longer have lead generation coming in, right? Because
Yeah.
that's not a part of my role as a closer.
Right.
Lead generation is not a part of the role. Handling paperwork is no longer part of the role. Learning, building relationships with buyers, that's not a part of my role as a closer. My job as a closer is simply just to close deals. So if
Okay.
I'm no longer doing those things, then the question I need to be asking myself isn't how do I figure out how to go find deals? How do I figure out how to find buyers? That's the wrong question. And that's the question that most people ask themselves. The question isn't how, it's who. Who is already doing this? And who do I need to be working with? And when you look at it
Yes.
through that lens, it becomes very, very apparent on what your next steps are and what you need to be doing, who you need to be working with. So those are the people that you need to go find that you can work with and you can bring into your business. And so
Okay.
from the get-go, that's what I did was I focused on one thing. And once I focused on one thing, it was obvious where all the holes were in my business.